It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got a couple teams searching for their first Super Bowl. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Buffalo Bills on Monday Night Prime Time.
Oh, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you get a look inside Rocket Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Buffalo Bills. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here we see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback, Josh Allen.
Buffalo gave Allen the most guaranteed money in league history before the start of last season, and boy, did he justify it by playing at an elite level. Once again, taking the Bills to 11 wins and another division title. Along the way, he threw for over 4,400 yards again and ran for 760 with 42 total touchdowns for a top 5 offense. They were knocked out in overtime thriller against Kansas City in the playoffs, and they will be one of the favorites to win the AFC this season.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. This is brought in by the tight end, Tommy Sweeney. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Allen to throw it. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Throwing again on second down. Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That sack by the DN, Danico Autry.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Singletary, they'll run for it. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. No dice for Sean McDermott in the offense. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Tannehill. That's complete to Traylon Burks. Tannehill on target to Burks. 1st down, Tennessee.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
Robert Woods got to close out his 5-year tenure in Los Angeles as a Super Bowl champion. Remember, he began in the NFL with the Buffalo Bills. What a nice ending there out on the West Coast for a consistent receiver who was lost with injury 9 games into 2021. Now, on his next great adventure in Tennessee, where he can immediately form a nice duo with A.J. Brown. Good play from the man they call Bobby Trees.
Henry running right. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Henry. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Henry. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's a Titans touchdown. Traylon Burks, 40 yards. And the Titans post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Traylon Burks capping things off with a touchdown catch. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 27, Allen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. McKenzie now from his end zone. The Bills getting set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On first down, Allen. Looking sideline, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
A lot of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Take it at the 37. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll toss it to Henry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up the 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On now is the Titans punter as he's on here to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bills ready to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On play action, Allen. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Allen will try again on second down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen going to try and throw on third down. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now Allen again. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and a yard. Allen to throw once more. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And again, it's Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Throwing now is Allen. Just keeping the play alive. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
The kick by Bass is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Titans in that first half. And there were a few factors as to why they built this good size advantage, but the rushing numbers were not all that amazing. We'll see if they can pick it up in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Bills, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And Hilliard will elect to not return it. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. Tannehill and the Titans come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Here's Tannehill. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. They're going to look to throw. Going to the right here and finding Burks. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 33. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. Escaping the pressure right. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Allen going to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Allen. That's complete to Davis. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Devin Singletary's in his 4th year in Buffalo, and he's coming off career best in carries and yards, and he's hoping that 2022 is the year that Buffalo runs it to his first 1,000-yard season.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen, left side caught by Davis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That's Excellent play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Allen. Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Allen will try to throw for it. And he'll get in for the 2 points. So that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hilliard now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Moss going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. Better ball security, but not much else to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick in the game forthcoming. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills have tied the game here in the fourth. When you talk about clutch, that one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Tennessee offense set to go again. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest to this fourth quarter. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Jordan Phillips busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Tannehill. That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary. And he pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary, and he is going to lose yardage here. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Bass is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So now Tannehill and the Titans down 17-14. 1:47 on the clock. And they need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Tannehill. Pass caught by Hooper. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry up. Throwing Tannehill. Gets it to Burks. 7 yards there and a 1st down. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center. You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Tannehill. This one is incomplete. Trying to get it to Woods. That'll bring up 2nd down. Tannehill to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. Huge 1st down, gotta hurry. Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. He's got Henry. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They didn't get out of bounds, but that's okay. They need one more just like that to give themselves a chance. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now Tannehill. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting into midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.